It's kind of what the experiment.
Right, that should be us back live.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, everyone, we're going to blast through the the pre-trial really quick, as fast as I can go. I won't look at any of the tutorials because, well, I've done them already.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the
Right, so
What's going on with
right, so that's not
those pictures?
that's that. Right, so it's right. Cool, got it.
There were only 15 of them.
Not at all. Alright, here we go. Right, so.
I don't know.
Make your argument. Evidence of a struggle.
I assert that the one
I
who was
don't care.
murdered
Shut up.
And the murder took place
in the bathroom. So it seems like the killer must have taken her by surprise. She didn't even have a chance to
No.
receive.
No, that's wrong.
Fastest trial ever. Let's go. Meow.
With the
A straight.
We can do this in the speed trial, everyone. Kitchen knife set.
So what was used to...
there was some kind of without a doubt.
So the killer used some random knife. How could anyone do something like
That was a
that?
random knife comment,
Son
right?
of a bitch!
Son of a bitch.
So what was used...
There was some kind of without a doubt.
So the killer used some random.
No, that's wrong.
Speedrun mode engaged. You must finish the game in 20 minutes. Damn.
Yeah, good luck with that.
And it,
It's a pretty hefty game. It's not super long, but it's pretty hefty.
And how many cases are there?
I believe there's...
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
But where does that get...
So I take it ramps up in speed from here then.
Secret. When nobody was in the dark, and then he went and stabbed.
So he really did...
I shot that word.
Reach the end.
I shot your word, buddy.
So I guess there's no question... But where does that...
Kodo must have did it in secret.
Bash.
No, that's wrong.
No. Taka, Toko, Takihu.
Hold on.
Toku, whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, he's starting to learn the broken...
Crash, crash, bang, crash. It was Sayaka herself.
Then...
No, not at all.
Not a good question.
Right, here we go. Where's my... I already got an eye. And an ear. Hair.
Now I understand.
Yum.
I got it.
Here we go.
Evident.
Not at all. Okay. Bathroom door frame. I'm not sure if this is where we got to.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
She then fled into the bathroom.
then the killer ran after her, and they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and because Sayaka had locked it.
No.
No, that's wrong.
Thank you. I'm glad that you're enjoying my very detailed, very, very slow
Reason my
playthrough.
bathroom didn't open...
Sort of
wasn't
playthrough
because
that
it
you
was
could
locked.
watch leisurely on the couch on a Sunday afternoon for Mai Tai.
Happy.
Huh? What do you...
So the...
I got it.
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
Oh. What?
It's fine, it's fine.
Right.
Just ask your
I
question.
think this is roughly where we got to. Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, so,
Very detailed.
well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
This doesn't
Yes.
make
How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
we've all built into the risk. So
Don't know. Ignorant until he captured. We'll find out.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me?
Shut up,
Sounds
fat
like
ass.
someone doesn't know his place.
You little
Oh,
needle-pointed
why
head.
exactly can't that be it?
There's no way Sayaka invited her killer into the room. I already have the answer. Switching rooms. Unlike the murder, Mike. I really nice one got to switch rooms. I'm frightened. Think it's their switching rooms bit? I'm gonna have to go with that.
I got it!
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
You've healed yourself within.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me.
You're at the stage at which
Can you
I have
still
to start
deny the
targeting you a little
possibility?
bit, but that's so I fully suspect it. It's going to happen eventually, but
Wait, well, there's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two, in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the name list to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then that note, Sayaka wrote it?
but why?
Why?
Why would she write that?
The
Why?
note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone.
Who's a certain someone?
She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Alright there, two-dimensional
Can you be
dickhead.
sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Alright, you crazy Russian
Very well then.
Lolita doll.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room. I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room. Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
Nope.
That's wrong.
Boyfriend, as long as you're doing this, because
The
I was gonna
nameplates
buy it
on
for
mine
her
and
anyway.
Sayaka's rooms
Also
got
send one
switched.
to Zen, because I was also gonna buy one for him too. That's why I said $60.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Glacy, if you're talking about Junko, she kicked Monokuma in the face and she got stabbed with a bajillion spears.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did
more,
it?
'cause I think it's 25.
It's 75.
Ignorantly captured. There's a character called Junko earlier on
I
who
was
got
thinking
like
80.
stabbed by a bajillion spears.
But that's fine.
I want to say Sayaka.
I got it!
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note. She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
Oh, that,
But
yeah.
why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
So my guess is that she was gonna try and kill someone and blame me.
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
We still don't know who it is!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know that her wrist was broken with the fake sword was because... Sayaka's wrist.
Oh, yeah.
I got it!
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
You spent $100 so far.
I'm gonna make it back.
What happened in my room? What led to Sayaka's death?
Honey, the stuff
That's
that
what we
I
need to make
spent
clear.
doesn't have bearing on the stuff that you spent. It's fine. I'm going to make it back. If I have to do another batch of adoptables, I will.
There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. God damn it. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder. Oh, fuck. Press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet. Or you can use the mouse wheel. By the way, logic difficulty is set to kind. Fewer bullets will be loaded in the cylinder. For our purposes this time, logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. Fan-dabby dozy. So my first thing is to figure out what the hell, how you change the buttons.
When the fighting broke out,
Right,
the culprit
got it.
grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
The sword was used first and the knife came after. Is this really the order of events? It's unexplainable details.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Right, okay. So I think I have an idea.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed and that's when the first blow was sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what
Oh my
broke Miss
goddamn.
Mizono's wrist.
So she grabbed the... But then the culprit...
And they killed.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, sheath and sneak attack.
When the fighting the culprit, and that's
That's
when
what
the
I'm
first
going for.
Sword-based sneak attack.
Fire! Thank you.
No, that's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
Oh yeah,
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd
Yeah, I
take it
heard
out
you
of the
guys
sheath
talking about
first,
it.
right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
No, you're wrong.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Part of her body that shows she never used the sword. Her palms.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right?
Yeah.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Why would she wouldn't have time to do that. Why would you think to wash her hands? Come on,
Sorry,
Toko.
But I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Yes, I think that you're wrong because you're ugly.
No, that's not it at all.
Oh, God.
It's okay. To be fair, I didn't like her the very first part of Danganronpa, but I ended up liking her. Because honestly, all the characters grow.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was
the ones that
around
don't die
1:30
right at the
a.m.
start of the game end up growing. You know,
Yeah.
before they die.
Yeah. Yeah, before they get murdered as well.
In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Well, why haven't you taken a shower? It's been here like 3 days.
Oh, my.
God, women.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
Wow, big fat ugly donkey. That's an insult and a half.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Oh, God.
An insult, obviously.
Yeah.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Sayaka.
Yeah.
I got it!
Oh yeah, it was bad.
Sayaka?
But it...
She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
On me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
He's just like, oh, my heart.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid, or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Devious diva.
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it!
Alright, Mona
Wouldn't it be
cockface.
awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Yeah.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Not much.
Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Trash Judy Howe's account and dying message. Alright then, let's find out.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die! Die! If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
Wait, no, hold on. That's right, there is still a clue left that can lead us to who killed her. Sayaka left it behind.
It's easy just to say, hey,
dying
decide
message.
who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Break!
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yes. Right, left, and next
I
thing.
got it! Her left index finger had blood on it.
Oh, so I love that in the picture for that. It's red, like it's red blood on her finger, but all the blood around her is pink.
That could only be because she used that finger to write the
Like it's
message.
got a bit of pink to it. But what?
He posted that one like before we started the stream. You guys are so behind.
Just notify me normally.
It says Leon. Yes, it does say Leon.
I see.
I said that
broke
the
her right
moment I
wrist
saw
during
it.
the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Did Rack finally see the picture? Is that what happened?
Yes. Gay did very well because I heard.
Alright.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still. What the heck do those numbers mean? 1, 1,
Also, one of them
0,
being
3,
Mitsuru's
7?
voice actor.
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just a look at the numbers,
Teleportation
assuming
on
they're
this one
not
is
numbers.
slightly different.
Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there. So I assumed it was 1, 1, but... Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Wow, worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037 doesn't make any more sense than before.
It's Leon Raikkonen. Damn it, it's no use, I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
She knows. Rotate it.
So what are you going to do?
I think maybe I see something.
God.
Oh my god, now I see
Now
it.
I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh?
I don't know.
You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Really? You can't tell? Select someone. No, 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 yes.
Here's my answer.
Sorry.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What?
His face.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about,
I know.
right, Makoto?
Also,
The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. I know what it was.
That's in English. It's spoken by an American.
I want to see the burnt shirt piece.
Don't know which.
I got it!
That's Bluey. Don't
You
get
mean
me down.
the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killers stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon.
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
Burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. Fuck. I don't actually know the answer to this one.
Okay, it's fine. Olive, that guy, and then put what do you want?
How it was supposed of, when it was supposed, where it was supposed,
What are you planning to me?
Sorry?
What are you?
I said, what are you planning? Because you need to have a plan.
Getting up to end of something.
Where the shirt was destroyed. If you focus on that, the killer will come clear. Where it was destroyed, you're talking about the trash room incinerator, right? It's not. That's not right. You were wrong, Animix. Good job.
It is soda, but that soda is black, so.
And Cammy was not listening.
Yes, I know, it's why I gave it to you.
Let's see, how?
I got it!
There we go.
If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
Hey there. Like that.
I'll do that. Ah, I know exactly what happened. I figured it out. Boom. Da, 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 da.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Correct.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
Incorrect.
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. Which means the only possible suspect is...
Okay, so the person who would have... Huh?
Right, I know what to do.
The key to the
Shut up your faces, you're all wrong.
And you'd have...
No, this is what I want. Shoot here. Boom.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
The killer had the glass ball in a certain way, which was... throw it.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh, someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange, I'm quite certain it was off last time I was in here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
The ultimate baseball star.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipment brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing arguments but begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely! Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Also, the comics are Japanese, so they are read from right to left, by the way.
From right to left, you say?
Yeah, put your lead thinking cap on, Mimi.
So yeah, you can press A on the actual hints and the actual panel to get hints on where things are supposed to go if you're on.
Okay. Oh, actually, hold on, that's right. I'll go there.
I can already tell you've done a few things wrong.
Hey, you guys put Justice Hammer 1 and you get placed with Justice Hammer 6 then.
Not all the panels are used. Some of the panels are just copies of panels that are already there.
Yeah. Or the other way around.
Probably be using your hints. Just saying.
What are the hints?
Hover over the panels and press A.
Alright. Use an item to in my room to help dispose.
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Quick.
Last night,
you got one wrong.
the killer
Oh, really?
went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
Now. Okay, right. So that one. Where the fuck did I put that? Over there. That should be there. And then this will probably be here.
Here's exactly what happened. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. the killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Well, at least here's some back.
Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this
So,
is as good a time
I'm
as
sorry,
any to
Lumi.
present the evidence that proves
Sorry?
you did it.
I hope you're good at the rhythm games.
Oh, good.
Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Am I? I have evidence? Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Sure, why not? Oh boy. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponents simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you'll engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as a bullet time battle, aka the BTB, by the way. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button presses with the tempo marker as you move across the screen and reach the center. So what button am I pressing?
Well, that depends on what you want to do. Alright, most people don't really get it until they try it.
Mhm.
But you're basically pressing you're pressing the button to the beat of, you know, the tempo marker that's there, and you press different buttons depending on what you want to do. There's a button for reloading, which won't be until later, so you don't have to worry about that. There's a button for locking on, and there is a button for shooting down statements. You'll see the statements, how they're getting bigger.
Yeah.
If they get too big, they will explode and damage your health gauge.
Right.
So you want to lock onto those and explode them. So you're basically pressing two buttons interchangeably with B.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I think Y is lock on and B is to shoot, but I can't remember exactly.
Ooh. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna quickly check. Danganronpa. PC controller. Controls. Let's go with the basic. Right. PC controller. A is your left click. Oh, class dress, here we go. Right, so, bullet time battles. Y is shoot, A is lock on.
Alright, so basically what you want to do is you want to lock on to like 3 or 4 statements all at once and then shoot them all down.
Right.
Depending
So,
on how fast they're going. Like if they're coming at you too fast, then obviously...
Yeah.
But they should be pretty slow. You should be able to lock on more than one.
Right. So A is lock on, Y is shoot.
Hmm?
Right. Thank you, Rask. Very nice of you to say. Okay. This will be interesting. Thank you for the follow, AlexMan546. Finalist Raikou! Shoot them with a truth bullet. Oh, I like that. I like that. When the person you're multi-streaming with now goes offline, it full screens your stream.
Fancy.
So instead of it being like you have to like refresh the stream, you know, it's good. Right then, let's take this guy down. I don't want to fail. I can do this. I can shoot him down.
When the killer broke the bathroom doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. So what did the killer use?
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
It's really funny. In Japanese, stupid or idiot is aho.
Aho.
And so, and I've heard the Japanese voice actors just saying aho, 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 really fast, and it's really funny.
I wish you'd said idiot and then could have went baka 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 baka. Right, rhythm time. The moment of truth.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof?
Whoa.
You kidding me? Not a chance. You lie.
I'm not sure what's going on here.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid.
Taking damage.
Well, yeah, but I'm like locking on, but it's not doing anything.
Shut up.
That's
Where's your
because
proof?
you're not hitting it on the beat. I can see you're not
kidding
hitting it
me?
on the tempo.
Not a
markers.
chance.
Oh, I see
You
her.
lie. Shut up. Stupid. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof?
Oh, right. I get it now.
You kidding me? Not a chance.
Right. I understand where I was going wrong.
You lie. Where's your proof? Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
See, I didn't know you had to press the shoot button in the thing as well. I don't, right.
screws
got
on
it.
the bathroom doorknob
Why I
were
said
removed.
there are two buttons depending on what you want to do. What you want to lock on. Or what you
Yeah,
want to
but I thought that when you logged on, you could just hit Y and shoot. I didn't think you needed to do it in the tempo bar.
Oh no, you need to do it all. You need to do everything in the
The
tempo
tempo
bar.
bar. Yeah, no, I figured it out in the end. I was like, what the fuck?
There will be a thing where you only have 6 bullets. By the way, later in the game will start. So you'll have to reload, lock on, and shoot all within the tempo bar.
Fan dabby dozy.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
Is it a screwdriver by any chance?
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
I kill the truth with bullets. Hello, Yoshi Dog. Welcome to the stream.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
His own?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Oh, he's doing the Phoenix right objection point.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
You're fucked, mate. He's breaking. He's cracking.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Yeah. AC. Execution time.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I don't know, Double D. Jesus. Criminy crickets. Why does he have like a very Monopoly styled thing? Oh, he's the guilty boy. Huh. Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawada. Dun dun dun.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey, hold on.
Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it!
You son of a bitch!
You son of a bitch, what the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
That's why I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all.
Ugh.
Hey! Come on!
You expect me just to accept my death? Well, you're fucked now, mate. Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, well, I said, be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If it was her, and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped in here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka.
I
did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me.
Honey, I'm having doubts. But I said I wasn't to.
So when she said,
no matter what happens, please always
I tried to tell you.
I need you.
I didn't know it was like this! Oh!
what the?
You always do this. It's like, I know you're going to like this game, but because of previous experience with said game, you're just like, nope, I'm done.
I'm confused.
I thought they'd just keep it more serious and have the gods show up. No, we're going to the fucking realms!
Yes, honey. Yes.
Data boy may be a real thing, Luby. I'm sorry.
What?
He
What
wants
happened?
to get it.
It's so good though.
He wants to get Data Boy.
But it's so good.
Everything past this video and not see anything more of God of War for the rest of the year. Okay. I'm gonna avoid spoilers.
So Alex, my friend here's boyfriend just realized how good the new God of War is. Or sorry, the new Dad of Boy is. Dad of Boy.
Do this a lot. There's so many things that you
like. You literally just need to watch the first 20 minutes.
Going to like that, and I'm just like, I can kind of tell when you're not going to like it, and I kind of can tell when you are.
I mean, you're a better judge of my likes and dispositions than I am.
Well,
especially about your recent
games.
Oh god, she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me.
I've always been really bad about you.
Yes, I know. You're always stuck in the old ways.
Is that why?
The old man.
That's why she talked to me in the first place. I guess I'll never know, because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that.
Didn't say.
Oh yeah.
Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say?
Phew.
I understand, really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. But
That's enough.
as angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it! Yeah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution?
You're fucked now, boy.
Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room, then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So that's
no,
why...
that's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka, do you not understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. If it weren't for you, this never would be happening to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh, did you awaken your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's, nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up! Okay, well anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment!
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Poor Leon.
Hey.
No more begging! Your excuses! You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules! Society demands it!
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star!
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Here we go.
No!
This is probably gonna be brutal. Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment! Oh. He just got collared and dragged all the way down the hallway. Yes, Golden Skull, you sure did. And everyone's watching. Oh god. 1,000 blows. Ow, ow, ow. Jesus Christ. Everyone's just watching. As Teddy fucking, well not Teddy, Monokuma just fucking destroys him with baseballs. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control! What's going on?
I can't take it.
I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Well, hey, if you don't like it. All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. You feel like Monokuma right now. Why do you feel like Monokuma? Is that a good thing? Do you need help? Yes, Animix, I like to think I am. Man, fuck you! Why are you doing all this? Wait. Man, fuck you! Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear.
Well...
Why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through all this such a grueling ordeal? Anyway,
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. Well, Monokuma, that was a mouthful. Wow, I'm actually surprised I didn't fuck that one up. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
God, you piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree.
yeah,
God damn it, Golden Skull, don't despair at me. I've got enough to spare in the game. Meh. What happened? Wait, happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't get free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't get free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful we all get to live here forever.
What does this mean?
Mondo to me is oh, no, stop. Mondo to me is, I don't know, he's not a good guy, but he's not a bad guy. No.
Thrills, chills, kills!
No, thank you. There's a deeper meaning, there's just like before. Anyway, wait, let's get the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone's waiting for after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. And Taka's crying. Mondo's brooding. Chihiro's crying. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? Yay, now somebody else can die. She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. Okay. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize that Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. And we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
It's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
If I had someone like that, they would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths. I could never do that. No, I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Ha! Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Oh, Makoto. And before he forgets they existed, yeah. Oh, well, we're down by 3, so after one single chapter.
Yep.
What a kidder. What a chum. Oh, I got the Despair Bat present. Fantastic. Do I want to save? Hell yes, I want to save. I don't want this to crash on me again. Makoto. Wait, hold on. Am I back in my room now then? Has my room been cleaned? Am I back in my room?
It'll explain it.
Right. Okay, so he's saying nothing to everything.
You're supposed to go into the bathroom.
Oh. Oh, I got a coin. Wait, I've got 95 coins. Oh. It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay, no need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. I mean, you're right. Probably not good for their health. Can we skip to the part where somebody dies? I mean, I don't think you can. And there's a lot of stuff to do between that, I'm sure.
Why would you want to?
This
You're
is
a horrible person.
This is what someone asked in the stream.
Yes, that's why I'm saying they're a horrible person.
Cammy thinks you're a horrible person in the Golden Skull. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka or Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry, I'm late.
So,
Hey! No. What was it again? Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So what happened? Was your room fixed up like you said? I imagine it'd be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom.
Hey, come on.
Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened.
I see.
It must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? Well, staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. Plus, I've decided that I can't turn away from her death. Makoto! Hey, cheer up! Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
You got it!
So everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better?
Huh?
It would smell bad if you kept the body in there. Huh? We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us, but anyone could betray us at this point. Now that that's happened once, it's the question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
well...
But if we don't work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that. And if we work together even, blah 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 blah. So we work together, we'll be able to stop. Hopefully.
Stop talking.
Probably not. Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy. Like it or not, it's just not that simple. What do you mean?
Are you okay with this?
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk.
So then...
Then what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does not want to escape will just have to follow the rules. Or anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
No.
What?
What? No what?
I
I
can't
don't want to
take
live
it.
if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because...
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves.
But...
So,
If we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it?
So it would seem.
She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Zack. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we'd refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind. Ding dong bang bong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime.
Nighttime.
Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you? That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear, so be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
What was that about just now? Was he saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
Don't fuck with me.
That piece of shit! Who does he think he is? And so, the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. Boy's life of despair. Oh no. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then he called us all to the gym. What's he gonna do with us this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Taka,
Now reach
what?
way up and bend way down.
So Raika, Gwen, Sayaka was the first to die, and then Junko died in the theater when she attacked Monokuma, and then obviously you saw Leon die.
Junko died because she broke the rules,
yeah.
Not because she was murdered. I mean, I guess technically she was murdered, but she wasn't murdered by one of this. She was murdered because she broke the rules.
Yeah.
Tighten those muscles! Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
Yeah, doesn't it feel great being stuck inside like this? You gotta make sure to stay healthy. You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto. Oh, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for?
So?
So why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise?
Hey!
If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the assassin's fist. Fuck's sake. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness, the power can be yours. That sounds like the kind of junk that a middle schooler would come up with. It doesn't matter, just get to the point. Did you really call us... Wait, that's me. It doesn't matter, just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise?
Hey,
Of course not. You think I have that kind of free time on my hands? Okay, so then. I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial, here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you.
What the heck?
A whole new world?
You guys?
It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and your ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated.
Very nice.
So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode. So what you're saying is you unlocked the floor above, basically.
Basically.
Right, fine. God, I figured as much.
Every time you go through a new trial, you will
go
unlock
up a
the
floor.
floor of the building.
Right. With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he'd shown up. But a new world?
Could it be...
Is he talking about a way to get outside?
I wonder about that.
That seems unlikely.
Piece of shit!
Well, we don't know until we look.
Hey.
Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time.
You hear me?
Okay then, let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back at the dining hall and we'll share what we found. So you're basically a one-trick pony, you know that.
Got it!
More like staple food source. More like a staple food source. Now let's get moving. Seeing his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. Oh, I've saved it. Right. Okay, Cammy, I'm gonna have to call it there.
Okay.
Thank you everyone for coming. That was chapter 1 of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. And we shall be back tomorrow for more of chapter 2. Joined by Cammy.
Yeah.
There we go. You haven't yet meowed in like the last 2 streams.
Well, I'm drawing it. I'm drawing a cat.
Okay. Okay, so that makes up for it. Right, thank you guys. I will see you all tomorrow, roughly the same time, probably by 8 o'clock GMT, or whatever they call it now, don't know. But we will be back, we will be doing more, and there's a very, well, no, that's just, there is not even a large chance, there is a definite thing that's happening that I will be going through all of these games at the behest of Cammy. So there will be much despair in my future. So look forward to that.
One of the games is even called Despair Girls.
There you go, Despair Girls. We're playing Despair, more Despair. Shooting Despair. Thank you guys, and I will see
Yet
you all
will literally be shooting despair.
I will be
Yes.
shooting despair. So I will see you all tomorrow. There is no hope. There is only despair.